eyes in the barracks were staring in one direction. The sound of the steps of military boots was heard approaching, slowly but steadily. No one dares to speak. No one dared to move. And when the figure finally appeared from behind the main door, the atmosphere of silence turned into a wave of admiration mixed with emotion. Asterisk yes. Asterisk Astro's Cha Eun-woo asterisk, the multi-talented idol who just rocked the world after being MC at APEC Korea 2025, is now officially back to his military life. But who would have thought the return of the star to the barracks was not just a routine? It became a moment that shook the entire headquarters, according to an exclusive report from a military source who did not want to be named. The mood of the barracks that morning felt different. The cold air of the Korean autumn seemed to carry a strange vibe, not from the routine exercises, but from the whispers circulating among the soldiers. Do you hear? Eun-woo SI is back today. No way. Who from APEC is it? Yes. The MC made all the overseas guests amazed. He came back here this morning. The whisper spread from one rehearsal room to another, from the canteen to the outer area of the barracks. Even the soldiers on guard duty straightened up higher than usual, as if to ensure that the day went flawlessly. Cha Eun-woo isn't just an idol to them. He's the pride of the barracks. A soldier who brought the name of the Korean military to the world stage, looked into the eyes of global leaders, and remained in the same green uniform when he returned their commander. A man in his 40s who was known to be stern and rarely smiled, was even rumored to look neater than usual that morning. His hair was perfectly trimmed, his military boots were shiny without the slightest dust, and when one of his staff admonished in a joking tone, "Sir, have you prepared a special welcome?" the commander only answered flatly, "It's not a reception. It's an honor." The sentence spread quickly among the troops. Everyone began to come to their senses. This is not an ordinary day. This is the day when a soldier who has just stood in line with a world leader will again walk the same corridor as them. It is still fresh in the Korean public's memory how Cha Eun-woo dazzled the world on the stage of APEC Korea 2025 With her gentle smile, confident gaze and fluent command of English, she dazzled international guests. The clip of her standing on the APEC podium went viral around the world, with comments such as, "Korea has an angel in uniform. He's not just a star, he's a leader. How can someone be this perfect even in the military?" However, behind the camera and the world's applause, Eun-woo knows he has to come back. He was no longer a celebrity in the palace, but a soldier in the barracks, and it is that, after a week full of media highlights, he has finally stepped back into his military land, without glamorous escorts, without cameras, only with a green backpack and a face that nevertheless exudes serenity. When the military car carrying it began to approach the main area, all the automatic soldiers stood their ground. The roar of the car engine is clearly heard through the cold morning air. "He's coming," whispered one of the young soldiers with bated breath. The car stops slowly in front of the main dormitory. The back door is open, and there Cha Eun-woo came down dressed in full uniform, without makeup, without excessive expression. But precisely because of that, the aura emanating from him felt even stronger. His steps were steady, every beat of his shoes echoing between the silent walls of the barracks. Some soldiers even claimed to feel their hair getting goosebumps when they saw him pass by. "He didn't even say anything, but it was like watching a patriotic movie scene," said one soldier, half jokingly but in an admiring tone, and at that moment, the most anticipated moment finally arrived. The barracks commander, a figure known to rarely show emotion, suddenly stepped forward, standing before a line of soldiers, his eyes looking directly at the newly arrived Cha Eun-woo. A total silence. Even the sound of birds seemed to stop chirping. All eyes were on the two figures, the commander and the star. "Cha Eun-woo," the commander said in a firm voice, but the tone behind it sounded different, deeper, more quivering. "Welcome back to the barracks." And for the first time, all the soldiers saw a sight they had never seen before. Their commander raised his hand and saluted first. In an instant, the whole line followed. Dozens of hands simultaneously raised, saluting the figure standing firmly before them. A moment that made everyone's chest tremble there. No one knows for sure what Cha Eun-woo has in mind as he stands before the commander and his fellow soldiers. The morning air in the barracks was bone-chilling cold, but the atmosphere was hotter than ever. Every look seemed to be waiting. What would the world star, who is now back in the ordinary army, say? Eun-woo lowered his head slightly, then looked straight at his commander. In a low but confident voice he said, "I'm back to continue my work, sir. Just like before APEC. Nothing's changed." Silence. But in the silence, everyone actually felt something inexplicable, a sense of pride that enveloped the entire barracks. The words were simple, but felt through the cold concrete walls. Even the notoriously stern commander held his breath for a moment before answering. There are not many warriors who can stand on the world stage and come back here without losing their way. You do it with your head held high, Cha Eun-woo. You have proven what it means to be a soldier of the Republic of Korea. The commander's voice echoed loudly. Some of the soldiers seemed to gulp, holding back the sudden rush of emotions. Eun-woo looked down, then answered, "Thank you, sir. I'm just doing what I've been taught here, discipline, dedication, and sincerity." The phrase sparked something in the hearts of everyone who heard. No applause, no cheers. But secretly, many of them clasped their own hands tighter. The moment felt like a lesson in humility. A few hours later, the atmosphere of the barracks began to return to normal. But everyone knew something was different that day. Eun-woo's every step in the corridor was noticed. Every smile is observed. "He hasn't even changed a bit," whispered one of the young soldiers as he watched from afar. Cha Eun-woo walked towards the dressing room, lowering his backpack in a calm motion. He rolled up his sleeves, looked in the mirror for a moment, and smiled faintly at his own reflection. "Back to reality," he muttered softly. Before he could turn on the lights, someone knocked on the door. It's *** Lieutenant Park ***, one of his seniors in the unit who is known to be humorous but has great respect for Eun-woo. "You really came back," said Lieutenant Park, half amazed, half incredulous. "I think after APEC, the entertainment world will understand you out there." Cha Eun-woo just chuckled. His shoulders lifted casually. "You know what, I promise I'll finish this job. I'm not the type to run away from responsibility." Lieutenant Park patted his shoulder softly. "You are different, Eun-woo. You're making everyone here look at the military in a new way." They both stared at each other for a moment, then both smiled. But behind that smile, there was an unspoken emotion. A deep sense of pride, respect, and admiration. In the afternoon, when the training schedule starts, Cha Eun-woo immediately joins without hesitation. No special treatment. He ran among the other soldiers dressed in full uniform, sweat dripping from his temples, but even though he tried to blend in as usual, the spotlight still followed him wherever he went. He ran like an action movie actor. Look at the posture. Even the sweat looks elegant. Oh my God. This is not a rehearsal. This is a military version of Vogue photo shoot. The joke made the training atmosphere feel lighter. But deep down, all the soldiers knew they were actually inspired at seeing a big star willingly run in the same mud, holding the same weapon, eating the same food. It's no small thing. Some of the young soldiers who had previously complained often now looked more excited.